welcome. It's time for another tabletop simulator battle report, and this time I'm doing a bit of experimenting. I recently got the Jedi Knight Luke box, and so I want to try out Boushh, even though um, there's basically been nothing positive said, and I don't think I've seen anyone put her on the table. But she does have a diceless displacement ability that looks interesting, and then um, I also feel like maybe there's enough spies out at this point that maybe her tactic ability feels better. So what I've done for this list is basically grabbed as many spies as I can. Of course, Leia, the Princess Leia primary, is a spy, but can't be included because this is also Leia. So um, we're kind of going for the core box Mandalorian feel, where the secondaries and supports are all spies, and the both secondaries are going to be giving out um, repositions into the other spies, and then we'll have kind of two primaries that are just kind of doing their own thing. Mando, very solid, of course, with also having a diceless displacement ability and being very tanky, and just can kind of work on his own. And Vader, we've only got 7 points over here because it's either Lando and R2 or the ISBs for another spy support. So looking at the 7-point options, Vader feels like he doesn't need a ton of Galactic Empire people around him. He can kind of work on his own, but including him led to me putting the ISBs in here, because then there's a Galactic Empire target for that dash when he gets a wound. And both of the secondaries here only care about spy. They don't really care about Rebel Alliance. So ISBs work there. They'll have 6 force, and of course the refresh from Vader, and if Han and Chewie get a wound, they can also refresh. On the other side, we're trying to get Jedi Luke on the table as well, and leaning into the Rebel Alliance tag, trying to get enough movement in the list where he can be moved around and help to kind of get where he needs to be. He's going to have Ezra with him, because when Luke does a move action that ends within 2 of Ezra, Ezra's going to get a jump, so that's going to add a bit of extra friendly movement to Luke's activations. And then we've got Sabine in here, able to dash a Rebel Alliance character, and of course Princess Leia gives out a good amount of movement as well. And so we're just filling that out with, of course, the other 3-cost Rebel Alliance group, which is Lando and R2, and then topping it off with Rebel Commandos, solid Rebel Alliance 4-point support. And so they'll also have 6 force and the refresh from Luke. They got the roll off. We're going to play on shifting priorities, and this is the layout. So back right, top left, which is good because if you've seen my recent Shifting Priorities 101 video, then you've been reminded that those are more likely to be the active points in later struggles as well. So we've shuffled, and we'll get started. Ooh, and we're going to start off with Leia. And so she could be giving out a dash to each of the Rebel Commandos, and I did try to position them so that this guy can get a dash. They should have a hunker as well from camouflage, and this guy should be in dash range of this objective. Yep. And so, oops, we'll pop him up here, and sure he's within one. Bring him back. So that'll take care of that point for us. This Rebel Commando can get a dash, but if he does, so there's two options. I can dash him forward under the point, or I could dash him up the ingress point. So I don't know that Leia can totally cross the board over here. But let's see. Yeah, let's maybe just dash him forward, and then we'll see. That should be in range. That might be a what? No, that should get him there. Yeah. So let's see, right? Place there. Yeah, that'll put him under. So we've got those points covered. So now we can kind of see what we want to do with Leia. They'll get another hunker from that. And I wonder if I probably couldn't have. I wonder if I could have dashed him this way. Gave him another dash if he could have been close enough. Might have been a possibility, but that's okay. Let's do our focus. I think focus for a dash. Let's see. Yeah, if we focus for a dash, get to the ingress point and up. Oops. Nope. Get rid of that. No. The ingress point. And then do a climb. Oops. So we do want her near the center for when her revenge triggers happen. Now what we could do, we could give Luke the dash, or we could use it to just give Leia the dash so that she's on top of the point. Yeah, character in this unit and character allied unit. Yeah, because this point's going to be difficult for people to get to. So I think we'll just center her on top of it. And then then she's in a good spot to be doing her revenge stuff as well. So we will control the 3 points. pass it back, or pass it over to the spies. We did spend a force on that activation. And next we have Han and Chewie. So, Han and Chewie are over here. I wonder if I climb... yeah, climb could get us in range of the ingress point. Come up here. They can advance. And then I think we could get them to those 2 points. And they do have the early shoves, so he could definitely be shoved off. I think she's going to take more than one to get off of the gantry there. So, I wonder if there's a world, though, where we get up here. That's probably too far to get over here. Yeah, made that gap. Even try and get the ingress point there. Okay. Alright, so not that. Okay, but let's do our climb. We're for sure gonna flip. Well, not for sure, but very likely going to flip that point with the Rebel Commando. So go up here. Bit enough. He's going to get a full advance. Now he is in dash range, so I could do the dash, and oh, but the thing is, if I'm engaged, then he gets to do a dash as well, which may complicate things if he picks a different spot where he can't be shoved off as easily. So I think we're going to try to shove him off first, and then we'll use that to get there, probably. So it'll be 7 dice. Now the thing is, because they aren't engaged, then they're going to get 2 dice from Hunker and 1 from the terrain. So they're actually going to be rolling 8 dice. And potentially get a reposition back up. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, maybe we do go up first. Yeah. So he'll dash. And make sure I get the angle right. I think he'll sit here so you can make sure he gets shoved off. He will get a dash. Well, yeah, so I guess we'll go as far as we can just to see where the shove angle ends up. Because, yeah, I think he would just dash right on top of the point, so that's going to take more than one shove to get off. So they're loose, they're hunkers, and become exposed. And then we'll do our shot. So now it'll be 7 into 4 and exposed instead of into 8. So that feels a little bit better. Let's see what the roll gives us. 1 block. And Han gets 2 crits, 2 hits, 2 expertise, which is a crit, and 2 hits. So that's another 3. So we're getting 7 results. 1's being blocked, so that'll be a full tree. So we'll definitely get our 2 shoves. We're going to get 5 damage, pin, and strain. So that's not a spot they want to be in. 5, pin, and strain. 2 shoves. I wonder if we shove them close enough that Chewie can actually take a shot. But, I mean, do we want? Well, if we get the wound, we get a force refresh. But then Leia's going to shoot us back. Well, let's do our shoves first anyway. Shove. I don't know that we actually want them to in the middle of the map. Oops. Oh yeah, but we want to set up range 5. Can you shoot the other one? Oh yeah, you could shoot the other one anyway. So yeah, it's not going to matter. Okay, so, and then he's going to shove or follow up so he bumps into him. And then I guess we're shoving onto the speeder. Is this? Oh, that's a spoiler. Okay. Yeah, so I guess we're going to shove him down onto there. And yeah, I think we sit him on the point because can't shove him off that way. Might be able to shove him off this way. Oh, it's pretty close. It'd have to be like straight that way, so I think that's a good spot for him. Okay, and then, well, no, she won't be shooting him anyway. So next one, again, so it'll be 7 to 5 this time. No expose. That'll be 7 results again. Oh, but they get 3 expertise. That's only a block and a reposition. So 2 blocks. So it's going to be a full tree again. So we could take... we don't need to heal anything. We could throw the disarm on this time. So shove, disarm, get 2 heals technically. Just bump on the back into the building. And disarm, strain him again. That'll get the wound. So that will get a refresh. Yes, refresh will happen first because active player will go first. So, but the boring conversation anyway, that is after the combat action, so we have to wait for that one. Leia is going to shoot back at Chewie. Did I want to switch? I think I did want to switch. Yeah. Yep. I was supposed to switch at the end of the turn because I want to be on the shove side. This will be a 5-dice attack into Chewbacca. 4. Ooh, 4 fails. 3 hits. So that could do 2 shoves, expose, and 3 damage. So that might mess them up. We're trying to come to this point. So I think we will do that. Well, he should be 1 away from the ingress point. Another straight back here, the edge. And expose. Now, do we want to use the reposition to get us back into the board? Probably. So we refreshed the force, so we have the force to pop back up here. And yeah, given that we're gonna have repositions to give out, maybe I do pop him back up here, and so that he's available to be repositioned onto active points. So we'll spend that again, and that'll be Han and Chewie. So we will, oh yeah, we have that point, and we flipped that one. So that'll only be 2 points on this turn, but we'll pass it back to Rebels. We're at Lando and R2, so they are on the right side of the board to be getting that point. So probably good to go that way. And we'll use Mingle, get an advance each. I think we'll just head him that way. R2 will, oops, take the ingress point up. Oops. And then he will do a move action to the other, this ingress point up. Should be a little bit there, and then Lando will climb. I think it's further if he climbs to the ingress point and then up. So we're kind of body blocking ourselves, but we have 2 up here, so they can't just get 2 up here, leave it there. Actually, also take cover, and that might body block on their side. Yeah, so So let's do that. Paint over there. And so we'll get 3 points. We'll get a hunker. And yeah, there we go. That's Lando and R2. Back to the spies. Ooh, they get the Shatterpoint. Okay, so if there was someone who could give out 2 things, then you can move both of them onto that point and take it. Other possibility, which would leave this open, but the other possibility is that we actually Shatterpoint Han and Chewie, and he could go for that point and try to shove Sabine off, and then he could go and try to shove Leia off. Options. Mando. The thing is, he doesn't have any jumps or anything. So we could push Leia off and sit underneath. That would put him in the middle. But then no one's on that point still. But then one of my spies could get somebody on the point. Luke could get him on move and climb, and that would have body Leia there. I don't know, the main, it looks like the only kind of 2-point play is Han and Chewie. So I think we're going to do it. Let's move him. And then, so yeah, she better, no, 4 and 4. They have better ranged expertise though. Slightly. So we'll keep him out of range, and but he will, yeah, she's 5 and 5. He'll move right up here. Yeah, it's going to take 2 shoves either way. But if I shove her forward, that's going to prepare her for other people to attack her. Kind of get her out of position, I think. So we kind of come onto this side. Right here. And we're doing 7 dice each of the attacks, and she has 5 melee. We'll start with the Leia attack, I guess. Oops. Three blocks, 3 hits, but the 2 expertise is crit hit, so that will be 3 through. We'll only get one shove though. Do shove pin and 4 damage, or shove, disarm, heal, and 3 damage. I like the shove pin. Yeah, because it's just out. Okay. Shove her that way. And pin. And that was the 4 damage one, right? Yeah, 4. Oh, there's an expertise there. I missed that. Oh, that's 2. Okay, so yeah, back that up. Just shove, or it's either 2 damage or shove and a damage. So do the shove and a damage. Get her ready to be shoved off of that. See if Han can have more success into Sabine. Two and 2. I think that's 4. Yeah, 4 for her. So we'll get 2 crits going through. So that'll do. Does she have steadfast? No, just protection. Okay, so yeah, 3 damage and shove, or 1 and disarm. I think we do the 3 damage and shove. That way. And we'll do a follow-up. Crates. 3 damage. Down to 2. So that will be ours. I wonder. I don't think the reposition. Oh yeah, I could have followed up the shove. Do I? Let's see. Follow up. I mean, I could put him over there to protect that point, and then they can just come over here and try to deal with Leia, rather than leaving him here just for the tie. Yeah, so we'll do the reposition. So that'll cost 1. And protect that point. Because we didn't flip this one. And so I guess 3 on this turn. Pass back to Rebels. And we get Ezra. So we kind of wanted Ezra after Luke. But Luke's going to get a jump. And he's going to have to like hang back kind of to give that jump to Ezra. So maybe that's not going to work anyway. Problem is we have 2. We have the points on his side of the board. Do we go after Han? Yeah, the jump isn't enough to get him up there. To go for a back point. He's only got 1 jump. Jump move. I mean, if I could get the reposition. But I don't know that I'm close enough to get a shot on anybody. body up the center. Make sure they can't take the center, because yeah, or get them to the point where Luke does his jump, move, and then Ezra gets to jump over here. You take that. Maybe the better. So let's go this way. Maybe you can get a shot off on Chewie as well. Take a jump. And it's not jump range, but let's see if we can get off this attack. Move him over there. Yeah. See if he gets any movement off that. So yeah. Right. So we 6 dice into, oh yeah, and they're exposed. Yeah, because I didn't heal that off. So 4 dice and exposed. So 2, 1 plus 2 is so 3. So we will get the reposition. Or if we do shove and a reposition might get us there. Maybe just the reposition. Yeah, the reposition will get us there. Okay. So and it keeps us within 2. So yeah, we'll do 3 damage. Use that. 3 pin reposition. And I think we're within 2 of her, or we'll make it so that we're within 2 of Leia, because we're gonna get 3 heals, which will, well, she only needs 1. We're also within 2 of the Commandos, so we'll heal off their conditions. And yeah, and then that'll flip that. And so we are flipping a point on this turn for 3 again. So that's good. Good job, Ezra. And we're getting Luke, so Luke can give a reposition to a spy. Huh. It's possible that Han could just throw Han back over here, put 2 bodies on that point. Luke does need, he would need 3 to get a shove, or to get it through the expertise in order to get Leia off of there. I like Han disrupting that point though right now. I mean, Chewie could move over here, and then when Luke comes over, they just outbody her on the point in case I don't get the shove. Then we've got 3. I mean, you can also just move over there and get it, so we could use this to move one of our other spies up. I wonder if we could get Boushh repositioned up here. Then she can maybe climb and use her displacement ability to, and then her attack. Shove on 2. It's probably doable into Lando and R2 at that point. Because yeah, ISBs kind of have their own self-movement, enough self-movement, I think, hopefully happening. So we'll put Boushh up. Is that gonna be enough? Yeah, probably sit there. Okay, and then so he's gonna do a move. And a climb. Just cost force. Gain a hunker. We'll take, take the Ingress point up. And then, but we'll stay out of engagement. So that's a ranged attack. I think, well, it's 6 and 6. Doesn't really matter. What about Ezra? 5 and 5. Yeah, that's not really going to matter, so, but do like that. 6 and 5. And Luke will get rerolls because he has a hunker. Can reroll up to 2 fails. Well, that's good because I rolled 4 fails. So roll that. Oh, Ezra's only getting 2 expertise, but that's 2 blocks and a dash. So the shove is not going to help us here. Okay, 3 expertise is crit, hit, shove. So we've got two hits, a crit. He's blocking 2, so just 1 success getting through, plus the shove. 2 damage and shove. Now, can we shove him off? No. Shove him to the edge. And then he will get his, well, I could follow up. And kind of bump him into Chewie. Top of that point, he will dash just back into the mix. Whoopsies. Oops, a little wider than the base. There we go. With that, we will flip it though. And that will be Luke. So taking 3 points, dancing over the center, and we get Jedi Luke. So again, People aren't really in range for him to do a ton, but he might maybe go for Han and Chewie. Yeah, I might cross. I mean, unless I. What's her shoves like though? 2 and 3. He's in a good spot there, too. So we dig for Sabine out of 3 cards. One of them's going to be Shatterpoint. The other one could be Rebel Commandos, though. But, I mean, if he goes there, that flips a point. We need Luke to deal with him, though. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, refresh 1. We'll get a jump. That way. And then get an advance. I do need to get him within 2. Yes, okay. In order to use his other ability. Do we do the ability now or later? They have 7 health left and pin. Switch to Sresu. We'll do. You can profit by this or be destroyed first. So, enemy character may dash. And do we just dash onto the point more? Because we don't want to just give it up. I mean, he's going to have to stay here either way, so do we... Do we take the attacks or not? Dash back in over here. Let's make it harder to shove us off. We're probably going to get wounded, though, is the thing. Oh, that's the thing, yeah. Because if we get wounded, he's actually going to flip this too. So I think we are giving up 1 point instead of 2. We'll dash into the board. I mean, you still can get a double attack off potentially. So then he dashes. Oh, he has to dash toward the objective. Let's see. Oh yeah. You can still dash that way. Okay. And so we'll get the 5 dice attack. And 5 in melee. Boom, 4 hits. 3 expertise. Oh, it's just 1 block. So 2 blocks. 2 will get through. So that'll do 3 damage, 2 shoves. Oops. I don't think we'll do any shoves, actually, because it's already off the point. So we'll go again. We need 4 damage to get the wound. So, but we'll get 7 dice this time. Against 5 again. We could be paying... Yeah, we could be paying... I shouldn't look at the roll. Pay 1 to get the damage from coordinated fire. So that way I only need to get 2 results in order to get the wound. Yeah. We are getting 5 hits and 2 crits though. And that'll be 3 blocks, so 4 through the tree. So that will do it for sure. We could do some heals, that doesn't matter. Just repin. Good jump. Oh, we'll get the wound anyway. So wound. And we did enough damage. No other conditions. We get jump. He's kind of okay where he is though. We need to stay here to flip this point. So yeah, we'll just sit there. And oh yes, they got a wound. We got a wound, so each of us have a momentum. And now Mando gets to heal twice and reposition. So he's going to reposition into the board. And I don't think we're getting close enough for anyone to remove any conditions. Give out hunkers within 4. Well, he can remove this condition. It matters. Gain a hunker. Alright, so that's that. So again, 3 points, jumping over the middle, and back to the spies. Vader. What do I want to do with Vader? Can we one-shot Lando and R2? The problem is getting there. So we get a dash and move. We need basically a full tree to one-shot them. But if we go on this side, can maybe get shove Leia off. So yeah, so refresh, force, 2 damage or condition, pay 1 for the dash, and extra 3 dice, go to the ingress point, and then advance. Want to be right under so that we have an angle to shove her off. So that'll be 8 dice. Into 5 again. It's 5. Oh, 4. The two crits are going to get through. He's going to become exposed. Yeah, two crits getting through. So that will do 3 damage, shove and pin. Let's get the shove. Finally take that center point. And I mean, she's gonna be engaged with Mando. If we keep him out, so that next turn he can climb. Yeah, Vader will stay there. She's out, so we're gonna get that. So that'll be another 3 point. Oh, wait. No. Right. They were wounded. So Ezra flips that. That's 1 more point. That was a 4-point turn for the rebels. So now, yeah, now the spies are just getting 2 points and landing on the center. So they're both going to get a momentum. So this is where the rebels start to get an advantage. Vader did not get a wound, so he will go back into the deck. And it's back to the rebels. Alright, so it's the rebels' turn. And they've just kind of gotten the advantage where the other team was only able to pull it back to the 0. So now they basically just need to keep it on their side of the board, their side of the tracker, to get this struggle. Sabine is going to help us out here, though. As long as she can get to the center, then it'll be a 4-point turn, because all she has to do is jump up there to flip that point. So that is promising. We can give a Rebel Alliance character a dash. And we can't move really Ezra because Luke is still there. We could move the other Luke. That's interesting. Well, she only has 1 out of activation move to give, is the thing. I don't even know if... Yeah, that dash isn't going to get in there. Be a little out. So, a couple options here. We could have... Well, the thing is, if we move one of them, that's going to open up for space to take this ingress point up. So I don't know that we want to be dashing them. Let's see. Maybe we dash Leia in a way that she's at least contesting this point from down here, in case we don't get up. So we can have body 2 to 1 and kind of send her towards that side of the board. Yeah, we'll give her the dash. She'll be no longer engaged with Mando, but probably engaged with Vader. Put you there. Doesn't get a hunker because they're not Spectre, of course. And let's see how far she can get. So she's got a jump and a normal move here. I know that the jump is going to get her close enough there. So I think we start with the move. She'll get her there. And is the jump going to be enough? No. So I think we're going to, yeah, we'll have to take cover. And then do the jump. Just place her right centered on there, basically. Forward. Let's swap it, and then yeah, put her centered on that point. And so that'll be a 4-point turn. And yeah, that's Sabine. So now we're looking at 1 point spies. The thing is, I think at this point the rebels are winning this struggle. They're a little better on the objective side of things, it seems. But this team is actually putting out a decent amount of damage and getting, I mean, it's 1 wound each, but everyone over here has no damage, while Leia, Sabine, and Ezra all have at least some damage on them. And I think that's what we're gonna have to lean into in order to actually get struggles 2 and 3. So let's see who we draw. We're getting Vader, so that's good for the damage side of things. Now the question is, do we still also try? I mean, we don't want to just hand this struggle over. If we pull it back to, they need to get 4 to win this struggle. We could think about coming over and one-shotting the Lando R2. He's similarly in one-shot range because it'd be 7. Leia. Because yeah, if we hit Leia, we're not taking this point, is the thing. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to find a spot where we can climb up and then try to finish up Sabine. That's the way we'll go here. So he removes a condition, refreshes a force. They're also doing, well, both sides are doing pretty well on force. So we'll spend 1 to dash. Basically just out of engagement with Leia, and then we'll climb up here. And do an attack. We'll switch sides. Because, yeah, we want that. Well, I guess. Let's see. We need 4 steps in order to get the wound. She pinned or anything? No. Okay. But we are rolling 11 dice. And Sabine is rolling 4. Two expertise for her is going to be 2 blocks, so 3. 2 expertise for him is going to be crit hit. So we have 8 results. Minus 3 is 5. So that's going to be 10 damage. Strain. And we're already where we want to be, so get the wound. Well, do we want we're doing the strain for sure. Do want to jump in some way. Leia's going to shed her pin and then attack. She's got shoves, so we don't want to be shoved off. So we'll go the jump route, and she'll just get rid of the pin. So if we jump, go over here, then there's really not much chance of being shoved off. Unless she has 2 in a row. She does have 2 in a row. So maybe we go over here instead. It's going to be hard to get around that. But anyway, okay. We did roll fails, so we are exposed. That's only for melee. Oh yeah, we did get a wound, so we can give Empire person a dash. Dash it over there. And then so we're rolling 5 dice. Leia is also 5. She gets rid of her pin. Ooh, no fails. He's exposed, so 2 blocks. Okay. Expertise is a crit and a hit, so that's 5 minus 2. It's 3, so he might get shoved off here. 3 damage, 2 shoves and expose. So let's see what the shoves can do. Yeah, I think we did position him right. Yeah. Because there's no way Yeah, as soon as we move him, he bumps into stuff. So yeah, he can't be shoved. That was a good, right call there. So I guess if that's the case, we could get a reposition, a heal and a reposition. So maybe we do that instead. So we tried the one shove, didn't work, so we'll do one more damage and get a reposition. So he doesn't regain expose. Where do we want to put her? Yeah, I think we could ingress her up here. Don't think. Oh yeah, then she can jump over there potentially. Alright, so we'll put her over there. And so yeah, Vader will flip this point. 2. Get our momentum for the wound. 2. And it's back to the rebels, and he does not get shuffled back in because he wounded somebody. Shatterpoint. Okay, they need 4. So yeah, Leia could simply jump over here. Also, because the spot, then the active objective that we're not controlling is the center, which we know isn't going to be active. So we could leave her there and move Lando and one of them over here. Take shots at maybe the ISB on the way. So I think they're out of range for Vader. Yeah, range 4. Yeah. Not really the time where you want the Shatterpoint. What's the other card going to be? Is it gone? Hasn't everybody gone? Oh, the Rebel Commandos haven't gone. Right. What could they do? Vader's not exposed. 8 health. They wound him with 8 health. Or they just dash and climb out body him at that point. But we know that's not going to be active next. We're actually going to go with Sabine to wake her up. And again, we won't be attacking with her because we're going to do take cover, get out of range of Vader, out of engagement, do a advance, do a jump, this area of it. So that'll cost 2 for the jump. And yeah, we'll just flip it like that. And so that'll be our 4. So we'll reset. And so struggle 2. Oops, is going to be arrows up or down. So we're definitely going to want to Sabine just took that, but our people are close to it, so that's nice. Mando could still come back here. So yeah, we're going for this one. Because otherwise we're putting the 2 on the other side of the board, which is not what we want. And currently nobody has that, so I mean, Rebel Commandos are going to wake up and get it pretty easily, but I think that's better orientation for them. So roll, fail. Okay, so it's this one and Mando. That's kind of the one we didn't want. Because we'd really like to put him that way instead of have him go over here. And so I think we're going to reserve him. Fortunately, no one can really move him out of activation in this list. I mean, there's not a lot of lists that can, unless you're bringing Mandos or Leia, basically, or Lobot. But one of the other 2 cards is going to get us this point. So Boushh can give a reposition to a spy. I wonder if we can get Luke back there. Yes, so that will work. Perfect. He gets a reposition. And then she will do a climb. Yeah, she's got to shove on 2. Her ranged attack is actually better. She has protection but not steadfast. It's only going to take 1 shove to get her off. 4 dice. And do we plan for the shove? Or make it so that we can do low blow if we have to. It's engaged with, yeah. Have to be engaged. But I don't want to I don't want to end up following up on that and going off of the objective. But if we set up there, it'll be fine. I mean, unless we shoot first and then climb. That would probably be the better idea. So yeah, we're gonna take the shot. And then see if we need to climb, but 6 dice against 4. Come on, Leia. 3 in expertise. Let's crit the damage. But we're getting 2 crits, so that's good. She's blocking the 2. She's got 4 blocks, so the 2 crits are getting through plus the damage, which will be 4 down to 3 pin and the shove that we want. And yeah, she would fall up. And then I guess we do need to back this up to see where we could end up here. Yeah, she was like down here, follow up into the building, then we climb. So we want to be where we're not easy to shove off. It's gonna at least take 2 to shove us off. If we're not body blocking, so okay, so that's good. Yeah, so that's Leia's turn. We're getting those 2, which will get us 3 points. They don't have that yet. And we'll pass it back. Rebel Commandos are going to wake up. Are they within 2? Yes. Okay, so Luke ran away. Could take some shots at Vader. So he's in there, range there. Yeah, they're our last activation. So we can spend 2. This range 5. Oops. Yeah. And anchor. So I'll get 8 dice. Into 5. 3 expertise. 2 blocks, crit 2 hits. So they're sitting with 6 hits, 3 blocks, so 3, 2 expertise, gives them another 2, so 5. That's a full tree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. 1 away from wounding. Yep. And pin. And disarm. And a reposition, so that's nice. And a heal. I don't have anything to heal up Luke, but we'll take the reposition up here. And then the other one will attack. Do we leave him on 1? I mean, there's no one else to attack. And then his turn's not super fun. So, yeah, we're not going to do the shove. So we want to keep him in range. Maybe the next one will do the shove. So, same attack. Three expertise again, so 2 blocks and a crit to hit. So basically leaving 2 hits. Another 2 is 4. So yeah, this time we can go. Well, it doesn't really matter which way we go. We could do 2 shoves. Yeah, let's do the 2 shoves. Let's put him a little more out of position. There. And that's the Rebel Commandos. Oh, I should have rolled for priority. Not that they were getting anything else. And it's this one. Nice. So getting 2 points instead of only 1. And 2 momentum. 1 for not crossing 0, 1 for the wound. Mando will get his reposition because of that wound. 2 heals first. Right, yeah. So we'll heal off Vader's conditions. But I think we need to move into the board more. So let's go just straight to the center. I think that'll give them another hunker because they are a scoundrel. Yeah. Remove a condition. They don't have any. He's well, each of them are unit. Yeah. Okay. Here down. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that was our patch trigger. We marked points. Okay. So now do we want Mandalorian to go? Let's get a block. So it's that one. It definitely is gonna fit there. Did we body block? I think we might have. But advance. And then I wonder if we're close enough to clan the 2 first. So it needs to be within 3. Yeah. Okay. So he's going to clan up to which will cost a force. Push. Two there. It's going to do a climb. And then he's going to take a shot. It's within 1 of the terrain. Well, that's same as or lower than Mando, so that doesn't matter. It'll get +1. So 6 dice. And yeah, we don't want to shoot. And we are kind of just going for damage at this point. 3, 4. It's 5 and 3, 6 and 4. Yeah, we want to go this side. Oops. Wanted 6. And he has 7. So 2 expertise is 1 block, so 3 blocks. That takes care of the hits. We're getting 1 crit +2, so 3. And so yeah, that'll do 5 damage and a shove. Shove him further back. But we'll keep him there. So that will be 4-point turn for spies. And it's nice. It was nice that Boushh was able to pull Luke back and sit him on the back point, because that allowed the Mandalorian to move forward. And so now when struggle 3 flips, he's in this area for whichever one of these objectives ends up being active. So that's nice. Sending it back to Rebels. They should have refreshed their deck. And oh yeah, Vader got shuffled back in, so that's why we have 1 more to go there. Sabine, so let's roll. It's the fail. So it is that point. Sabine is a bit of an potentially expensive turn. However, she also has a chance of being a very dead activation going into struggle 3, so it might be good to just go with her even if we don't really do much. Yeah, she's pinned. We give somebody a dash, so that's helpful. Boushh isn't enough for Leia. Oh, I wonder. Oh yeah, because she can jump. She can turn her stuff into jumps, right? That's true. Okay, because we could give one of them a dash to get us in range of this, I think. Yeah. And then maybe we give him the dash now. So we could actually flip this point. Yeah, give them the dash. So they're going to lose their hunker. And then she's going to recover to get rid of the pin, and then turn her move into a jump. Put her up here, and actually flip that on them, and that'll be 2 points. So gain momentum, 2 momentum. Okay. Back to the spies, and then we're not using any force, so that's nice for the rebel team as well. I did go with Mando there. Yep. Okay. So now we're getting our ISBs. They can outbody that point back. If they could get a wound, then that would finish the struggle. Yeah. Okay. So, yes, we need to roll next expertise. So, we use our force because we have it. And get in a better position for our climbs. Basically just need to figure out where they can both sit on this point. Alright, they took a damage for assault tactics. Yep. Okay, so you're gonna flip that point either way. Now the question is, do we attempt to wound Sabine or Lando and R2? Sabine's already gone. She's probably not going in Struggle 3, likely. Lando and R2, they haven't gone yet. And they're in the deck, so you can't shoot them. So yeah, I think we're going to put our text into them. Because yeah, they have no protection or anything like that. So yeah, we'll be doing 8 dice. And at melee, they have 5. So we'll start with the back one. So we can still shut them off potentially. Ouch. 1 fail out of 8 dice. So 3 expertise is a crit and a shove. So don't have to do the shove on the tree. So that's 3 crits and 2 hits. We're gonna block. They're gonna block 2, 3. So the 3 crits are gonna get through. So 3 damage, pin, and shove. Get him shove. Get him off the point. but still engaged with the other one. And yeah, so then same attack. So now if we can get the 3 through again, the pin's going to become a damage and we'll get the wound. Oh, 3 expertise. So two expertise. It's going to be a crit, so 4 crits. 3 expertise. So 1 crit to hit. So yeah, we're getting those 3 crits through again. And yeah, in case anyone is wondering why I like the ISBs, this is why. I mean, yes, this is not what their average roll should be, but seems to happen more frequently than you'd think. So we get our 4 damage. Oops. 4 damage to get the wound. And yes, that is going to set off Leia, but even if she shoves him off or something, we're still going to get that point. I mean, if she wounds, which should be 7 damage, then we won't, but that's pretty unlikely. I mean, she'd have to full tree on the top. So, but let's see, she does get the dash. Does she want the dash? I think we're kind of fine here to set up for next round. So we'll just shoot at him. So it'll be 5 on 4. So 1 hit, 3 expertise. 3 expertise is a crit and a hit, so I think 1 crit is getting through. Yeah, 2 blocks. Yeah. So that'll be shoving a damage, so 1 damage. And I don't think she can really shove him. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. At least until he bumps into that. Alright, so we got a wound, so we get a momentum. We get the 4 points. So that'll be struggle 2. And struggle 3. Alright, so yes. So yeah, we're definitely going with this one because Leia's already there. Luke's already there. Lando is there but wounded. But the spies are not there, so there. Okay. So let's see who we pick. Rebel Commandos. Interesting. They're really not going to affect that point, so I think we hold off on that. Throw them into reserve. Let's see who's next. Ezra. wonder if Ezra has the movement that we need. Move. Don't know if he has enough movement to get over there. He's just gonna jump. You have to get over here. Well, he might be able to claim it from the ground, though. So yeah, we'll do that. And we'll get a big 4-point turn here. So, move. Jump. Lost one. Take cover. He's definitely in range. Yeah, I don't think he was in range without the take cover. Okay, so that'll be, yeah, 4-point turn there. And yeah, that's Ezra. Let's start for the rebels. Doesn't really matter what the priority was, but priority for the spies is going to be this one with Leia. Should cover that. Okay. So they are refreshing their deck right now. And we're getting Boushh. So Boushh could run over there. And use low blow or attack. She'd need, I think she'd need the reposition and then jump or climb to get over there. I hope to get a shove. She's at 2. She's got 7 health left. So yeah, she doesn't get any extra dice or anything for primaries. Just an extra momentum, potentially. But I don't think she's doing 7 damage. Up to full 3. Okay. Or what else? Let's see how far does that get? Well, I mean, the one move while she's engaged with Sabine is the problem. See, the ISBs should have shoved Sabine off instead of wounding R2, but taking 2 points. Is it possible? ISBs. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Yes. Okay. Right. Give an ISB the reposition over to here, up here. We get that point. So it's just a matter of Leia being able to get this point, but she needs to be engaged in order to use low blow. And yeah. Well. Okay. We send an ISB over here. We attack Sabine to push her off. Then we get our full advanced over here and could use low blow to get Leia. I think that's... We gotta go for a big swing. I think that's our possibility here. Give this guy the reposition. He's further away. Right there. Yeah. Okay, so that's going to take that point. We attack Sabine with 6 dice. Oops. Okay, 1. I think that's 3 though. 1 crit. What is that? Yeah, that's 3 blocks. We only get one crit through, so that's a pin. 1 pin and 1 damage. Expertise. Ugh. Yeah, so that's not gonna work. Not gonna work. To see. Oops. Yeah, he's not in range. Dang it. Well, we can get Leia off the point anyway. No, she has to be engaged. Let's get her up there, I think. I mean, it's going to take 2 force. But then at least that's tied. Okay. So, yeah. Let's see what we can do here. So 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to push Sabine this way. And then our towards angle that way. Let's do it away. Let's make sure we get it right here, okay? This way. And then dash that way so that we can get up. Yeah, so we're only going to get the 1 point for flipping that one. So that is not great. Get a momentum. And that is Boushh. There is a possibility there, but I need to get 2 through, so it basically needed, well, this was in melee, so, well, no, even 1 more hit would have done it. A hit, a crit, or an expertise would have gotten me, well, the expertise would have been a damage, so I needed 2 expertise to get another hit on the melee, so I needed a crit or a hit, another one. Shucks. And that's the difference that, like, just a little tweak could make as well. Like, another die, a tweak to that expertise, like, and then that could have gotten what I needed to guarantee that point. But we'll see if they have time to recover. Rebel Commandos still aren't really the play. Lando and R2, so yeah, they could just wake up. And, whoops. Now he does need to climb. Well, no. If he moves, then he can just take his place. So we won't even use force here. I mean, it's going to be a 4-point turn anyway, but already is back. So he'll just move over there. He'll pop up. Now this was a dash or advance. Well, dash, I guess. But still engaged with another ISB, so they don't take the 2 damage. They are going to attack, because why not? 6 dice in melee. 5 dice in melee. And one expertise will be 1 hit, so 3, 2, 3, nothing. Alright, so now R2 will try something. Ooh, 3 blocks, and 2 is 5 blocks. 3 expertise in melee is hit and damage, so we are going to get 1 damage through on these 2 attacks. So, again, ISBs rolling well, and Lando and R2 not so much. Guess that's why I didn't do any attacks with them last time, but they will still flip this point, so that'll still be a 4-point turn, and things are not looking good for our spies. So, let's see who we get next. Oh, we're getting the Shatterpoint and expertise. So that is going to be active. Okay. So Mando would be best to take that point. Well, Han and Chewie. If Han and Chewie get a wound, refresh a force. They could go both come over here, outbody Luke on this point. Only there was some way. Cost to use lookout, he's loose. That would give a dash. But then Luke can also dash. So yeah, it's gonna be hard to shove Luke off, is the thing. Because yeah, if he dashes, then he's just gonna dash right on top of the point, basically, or somewhere that is difficult to push with. So I was thinking I could shoot and wound him with Chewie before Chewie comes this way. But we need to get this point for sure, but also something else would be helpful. I mean, Mando could definitely just walk up, wound Commandos, and also shove Luke off. Luke hasn't gone yet, is the thing. So he could potentially just jump back on. But you are making that point fairly difficult to take back. Because the only other people there are Rebel Commandos. And they would then evaporate after their turn. So, but either of them could do that. The two of them move over here. I mean, it leaves ISBs, Boushh, and Luke to handle the Shatterpoint. Well, and Vader. Yeah, I think we want to get Mando on this point. Yeah, let's go with Mando. I think, even though it'd be nice to get Han and Chewie back up, but and that's two bodies on that point. But their defense is not as good. So how those two attacks from Luke, I think, would have one-shot them even if they didn't have the couple damage they already had. So yeah, I think we go with Mando. He's going to move. And what do they have left? 3, 2, 3. But I think either side is, yeah, 3 on 2. Yeah. We'll climb up to and right, whoops. In here. And shove him this way into the speeder. And then gonna attack on Rebel Commandos. 7 dice. They don't have their hawker anymore. 4 in melee. Ooh, 2 expertise. 3 hits, 2 expertise. It's a crit, so 3 and 1. I think they only get 1. Right, yeah. 1 blocks, that'll be 3. So 4 damage, 2 shoves. So yeah, they're wounded. And we can shove them off. And so we're gonna take that. Leia will get her thing. I think we're basically just gonna tuck her in here where she's difficult to shove, but she's not gonna get the attack off. So that'll be Mando for 2 and a wound, and 1 for not crossing 0. And yeah, they have Rebel Commandos in reserve. Well, first off, let's roll. It's the fail. So yeah, we already have 3 points, which would end the game anyway, but we could just, even though the Rebel Commandos will leave the board after this turn, they could both just move and outbody Mando on that point to flip it before leaving the table. And so that'll be 4 points, and the game for the Rebels. So the Rebels definitely had, it seems, more movement going on, and Leia's definitely a major part of that. Sabine was giving out some movement too, although later in the game, her movement wasn't so big. I mean, we got R2 over here so that she could just jump up and outbody that point. So, anyway, we've got 2 out of activation moves out of Leia, 1 from Sabine. We never set off Ezra's jump with Luke. Luke kind of just hung around back here, but that was all we needed him to do in this match, because yeah, the other side of the board, those repositions were nice for sure, but they were putting out more damage because, yeah, only, let's see, oh yeah, he should be, was he wounded? Yeah, he was wounded. Nope, they hadn't woken up yet. So yeah, Han, Chewie, and Vader, they both got wounded once, whereas we did 4, the spies did 4, and yeah, so they definitely put out more damage, definitely due to Han and Chewie, like that double shot into Mando's just wounding them right off the hop. Vader obviously needs to get a wound so that he goes back to the deck and I don't just get locked into him. But I still think there's something to running the ISBs along with Han, Chewie, and Luke, especially with Luke, because he doesn't even have Rebel Alliance as a tag where that can get the reposition. It's only spies, and so I think if I want to keep running Luke, that I need more spies, and just trying out Boushh to see if she might work there. I mean, her giving another reposition was also nice, but I really needed to get those 2 steps on the tree in order to get the move, the full advance, instead of the dash on Sabine. So that was unfortunate there for sure. And if I had done the low blow first to move her and then get over here and try to do the attack on Leia, I mean, it was, Sabine's got less dice than Leia, and they're both 2 blocks on 1 expertise, so I don't think that would have helped at all there. So unfortunately, weak attacks out of Boushh, and yeah, that's probably why, even though she's got an interesting kit, she's not really seeing a lot of play still. I think this was, this team was designed basically to give her the best opportunity to work, playing into the spy tag, but it didn't work. But I'm glad I tried it for myself to see And, you know, if someday she gets a little bump on the attack side of things, I think I would pick her up again, but not in the current state. But I also still do like the spy interactions, and I think the next iteration of this team that I want to try is get Princess Leia back in here because she's another spy, gives more movement, and then put Callus in over here, and he would come in as the Galactic Empire version with Spy, Trooper, Galactic Empire. Um, Another person for Vader to give dashes to, another spy, um, and so that's what I'm planning to try next when it comes to the spies. And Rebel Alliance wise, I might give this team another shot. I mean, Luke is a little under curve. People think due to just being not really giving any support to his team. But pairing with Leia, I think she brings enough, or her Leia and Sabine might bring enough out of activation movement to kind of compensate for Luke. Didn't put any attacks into Luke, but you know his defense is definitely where he excels. So it's kind of one of those bodies like Mando that just sits on a point and people just kind of have to deal with it without trying to just shove them off. But yeah, might try this again. Lando and R2 were definitely showing how there's kind of just a couple bodies not really able to do much on their attacks, and that is where I'm starting to look at the potential of the ISBs taking their place in my more spy oriented stuff. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you next time.